Hey, this is my video response to good old and ever so promptly in denial GlockNinja. Uh, Glock, I want to know what you were thinking when you said that Nintendo doesn't innovate. I have absolutely no idea because I've done a whole lot of research right now, and I swear to God, I don't know where you got your information from, or any of this, because you may be somewhat right about some of Nintendo's hardware being pre-existing and all, but you never really did count any of the software like Super Mario Brothers, or even, and I don't like this series, the Legend of Zelda, which did innovate certain role-playing game, or well, games much like it. I'm not into those type of games, but I did like the Super Mario Brothers games. But seriously, you just said Nintendo doesn't innovate. Let's skip Mode 7, which was on in the Super NES, or the fact that the Nintendo Wii controllers. Well, there was another company that did invent motion controls for before the Nintendo Wii. Unfortunately, that company can't sue Nintendo because it was Nintendo and it was called the Power Glove. And notice the bar up there and going down. So yeah, Nintendo invented motion control and their whole motion control before Nintendo Wii remotes came out. But and also not forgetting that Nintendo created the Rumble features. And of course, yes, Xbox stole the Nintendo's joystick or GameCube controller and put that onto their own GameCube. I mean, on their own Xbox, the original one, which was a piece of shit. But and as for this whole nonsense that PSN network and yes, the PCs did beat the whole 3D gaming, forgetting the fact that Mode 7 was somewhat of a 3D mode in itself, just not as highly innovative, but was the first gaming console to have 3D rendering. Not very well, but it was there. And as for the, and then you got the Nintendo 64, which is 64 bits and the first console to ever go in such a high number. You pretty much threw that out the window. So, what were you even speaking of? Where did I mean? Seriously, if I put out a doll, can you show me where you pulled that out? Where you pulled that bullshit statement out, Glock? Because it makes no sense. Now, as far as people are saying about Xbox Live being first and Nintendo or PSN being first or whatever, that's a load of bullshit. Sega got to it before any of you guys ever did. Let's go to the Dreamcast. And no, I didn't care for Sega being the first console with a modem to it. Yeah. The Dreamcast had a modem. But let's go before that and look at this eBay option here for the Sega Saturn's Netlink. Yeah. Or, how about this? Let's go further back. Before, when everything was all modems. What? No internet? Actually, you could. There was no high-speed internet back then with the Sega Genesis? Yeah, there was. It was called cable. You know, the cable you get through your television set. It wasn't until Bill Clinton got rid of a certain law that said that cable companies and phone companies couldn't compete against each other. You know, like AT&T couldn't go against Cox Communications and some bullshit like that. And they just, you know, Cox being a cable company. I'm just putting them up as an example. And AT&T being a phone company. And Bill Clinton abolished the law that did make them compete and then allowed cables to be run much. And, in fact, there were certain cable modems out there that you can run high-speed internet with. One of these people that tried to pick up this high-speed Can you say it? Sega. I give you the Sega Channel adapter. With high-speed internet and internet game capabilities, download and enjoy your games off the internet on the Sega Genesis.
Wow! Welcome to the newest thing on television, Sega Channel. It's available now, and your cable company has it. It's the first interactive network providing video games on demand 24 hours a day. With Sega Channel, you play what you want, when you want, for as long as you want for one.
Yeah, I think I pretty much, and yes, there's the adapter. I'm going to put the links on the side, and please, just a message to everybody, please do your fucking homework, or just shut the fuck up.